I'm Denise Mitchell, as Todd said, and I'm an English professor here at Bakersfield College. And I wanted to talk to you about our, our transition as faculty members to teaching online, especially many of us that haven't had the opportunity to try it in the past. Can we change the slide, please? Or Okay, so my focus is sort of the unexpected home office in the era of COVID-19. So the idea that nobody was looking for this to happen. Next slide, please. So I want to talk a little bit about what we can do, and we all are well aware of what constitutes our courses now. Everything is online. All of our communication, whether it's Zoom, email, Facebook, whatever, we're online. We're teaching our classes that way. We're grading our students' work that way. So as teachers, we've disconnected a lot from what we love about our jobs, and that's working with our students. Next slide, please. So I look at this as our office is actually more of a frame of mind than it is a physical space. That as teachers, we work out of an office, sort of, but not all the time. Next slide, please. I have three little offices going right now. The first one is the one that I'm in right now, and that's my official office. It's got a real desk and it's got printers. But if you look in the background, I also have a grooming table for my 3 poodles. The closet is full of yarn. There was a sewing machine set up there until I thought I'd clean up a little bit today because I was making hospital masks or protective masks. So it's official, but not. It's my playroom. But as of now, it's become a little bit more official. We had an older computer that we put up in the kitchen because there was this like cute little desk area. And so that's kind of my kitchen office. If I need to keep an eye on the dogs and they want to go outside, I can listen to them a little better than I can in my official office. Also, if I want to communicate with students kind of off the cuff, then I can just sit there and talk to them without having to go back. And then the last one is our patio, and the little patio table with my laptop on there. And with now the rain being over and the weather being so beautiful, but we still have to keep up with our courses and grading and everything, I sit out there and look at it. So it's not, my office isn't necessarily a physical space as much as wherever I am with my device, I am in an office. Next slide, please. My unplanned office space is, as I said, it's in the mind. It's a place that I can think, so I try to avoid distractions. In our house, it's typically very quiet except for the dogs. But it's just my husband and I, so we don't have a lot of other outside influences. You want it to be a place you enjoy being in. If you walk into a room and think, oh God, I have to be in here again, I think that kind of sets off a negative mind idea. And then you want a place that you can be productive, which kind of goes back to someplace you like being in. It need not be a complete home remodeling. However, if you're kind of looking for an excuse to do some remodeling, go for it. Next slide, please. The key to your space, wherever you make it, for whatever time period is to not get sidetracked, which is the hardest part. It's to focus, focus, focus. No laundry, cleaning, dishes, etc. They can all wait. So what am I doing? I'm cleaning and the 3 dogs are focused on me. No shopping or socializing or sidetracking online. No working 24/7 on our classes, and use self-discipline, the hardest but most important. And I think that's sort of our biggest problem. We switched online and now we don't know when our day is over. we're home the whole time. So we start with our classes in the morning and we're still working on our classes at 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And mentally, we're becoming truly exhausted and depressed. So the idea is, it's a state of mind that you need to be able to say that I'm shutting off now. Maybe looking at the idea that my class is 2 hours and it meets 3 days a week or 2 days a week, then maybe take 2 hours and focus on one class, and then 2 hours another day, if you got, Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, but pretend those are your class times. So that you're not burning the candle at both ends and ending up really, really burnt out. Next slide, please. Being off campus is difficult, and there's no way to get around this. Our offices at school are kind of isolated, and they are really a good place to focus on our school work and maybe a little visiting with our colleagues. Now we are facing the same problem our students are facing and have always faced when they take online classes: too many distractions. Now is the time to establish a work schedule and stick to it. So much like Lori was saying, we need to schedule too. It's not so much where we sit, because most of our work is with us. I mean, other than taking our books with us. Use your classes to designate how you establish your time blocks, but you need to have time blocks for your courses. You cannot give every class 24/7 now any more than you could when teaching face-to-face, which, which is just common sense, but all of a sudden we kind of get stuck in that. Remember, it's not the physical space that's the problem, it's the state of mind. We must manage how we see our classes and our commitment. Next slide, please. Questions. And those are my puppies, or our puppies.